News. SARS-CoV-2 variants B.1.351 and P.1 escape from neutralizing antibodies. Scientists develop handheld 3D printer for on-site reconstruction of bone defects, modifying a 3D printing pen to print biomaterials as scaffolds directly into a bone defect or fracture, which could improve infection control. Recent Australian wildfires led to record atmospheric pollution. Study. If climate crisis continues unabated, then Northern Hemisphere summers could cover nearly half of the year by 2100, making them more than twice as long as they were in the 1950s. Unlike their counterparts of 1950s, future summers will be more extreme, with heatwaves and wildfires more likely. Study. Smoke from the extraordinary 2020 Californian wildfires traveled within 3 to 4 days towards Europe. It shows these smoke plumes are able to travel fast between continents and thus might influence radiation, clouds, and weather at even remote places usually not directly affected by wildfires. Binge drinking in adolescence is associated with changes in the volume of the cerebellum in the brains of young adults, a new brain imaging study finds, even though they were highly functional and had normal cognitive capacity, and none of them met the diagnostic criteria for alcohol use disorder. Study finds Florida cities could face doubled stormwater runoff within the next several decades, driven primarily by climate change. To cope with the coming change, researchers suggest Southeast Florida should add more wetlands around urban neighborhoods to absorb extra water. Researchers have announced new ways of detecting and excavating underwater archaeological sites called shell middens, culturally complex sites which could provide clues about how people lived tens of thousands of years ago. Data from the Copernicus Sentinel-5P satellite show nitrogen dioxide concentrations in Beijing dropped by around 35% between February 2019 and 2020. However, satellite data from February 2021 show nitrogen dioxide returning to pre-COVID levels. Processive RNA polymerization and promoter recognition in an RNA world. A promoter-based RNA polymerase ribozyme was isolated that, analogous to modern-day protein polymerases, clamps onto templates to increase its processivity, making it a potential model for replication in early biology. Material for soft robots can bend, straighten and heal itself. Researchers develop new composite polymer programmed to morph in air or underwater when exposed to light and return to original shape. The polymer can even heal itself if cut in two. Light causes halves to fuse back together. Researchers from the National Institute for Physiological Sciences in Japan generate mouse sperm in rats, successfully growing mouse stem cells into sperm in the body of the rat. Social isolation during COVID-19 lockdown impairs cognitive function. Mars's crust may have sucked up most of the planet's water. Study finds glyphosate in more than half of all sampled Florida manatees.